We give all that we can for as long as we can, and then it's time. And for me, it's time.
An announcement that took the world by surprise. New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern resigning from the top job, saying she didn't have enough in the tank to continue. She will step down as Prime Minister by the 7th of February.
I'm not leaving because it was hard. Had that been the case, I probably would have departed 2 months into the job.
Over the last 5 years, Ardern was a much celebrated leader, the youngest woman Prime Minister ever at the age of 37. She continued to be a trailblazer for women in leadership positions, becoming only the second woman head of government to have a baby while in office. Ardern carried her then 3-month-old daughter inside the hall of the UN General Assembly, the first such appearance by a baby in the organization's history. Ardern also won widespread praise for her response to the March 2019 Christchurch attacks. She was also lauded by many for her handling of the COVID pandemic.
I'm entering now my 6th year in office, and for each of these years I have given my absolute all. I believe that leading a country is the most privileged job anyone could ever have, but also one of the more challenging. You cannot and should not do it unless you have a full tank, plus a bit in reserve for those unexpected challenges.
For almost a year, her party has polled behind the centre-right National Party. Local sentiment towards the government has soured as their country emerges from a long period of pandemic isolation. New Zealand is also grappling with inflation, rising interest rates and housing affordability issues. It's also facing localized problems such as a string of raids and robberies that have led to perceptions among some voters that Ardern's administration is soft on crime. While internationally Jacinda Ardern's star power has endured, at home her fall in popularity has been steady. Even though polling over recent months has placed the Ardern-led Labour Party slightly behind the opposition, the National Party, Ardern says her decline in the polls is not behind the decision to leave. Parmeshwar Bawa for NDTV.